All right, welcome back, Cyber Traders. Happy Tuesday, everyone. Good to see you all. Good morning to you too, Grant, Kyle, everybody. Good to see everyone. Welcome everybody on social media. Looked good. Nice to see you all. Let me tell you, yesterday, damn, I'm telling you, it was a phenomenal stock that we traded. So far, it's the best one for the month. And we get a few of them in the month, of course. But let me tell you, I'm gonna do a video on it really quick on my Instagram and on my Facebook and everything. I'll send it out to social media and everything. But just want to touch upon this one stock before we go through the watch list and just discuss it. LIFW. Okay, so let's kind of look what's happening with this stock. So this stock was on the watch list on the morning. Now, yesterday's watch list, if you look right here, I'll bring up that list. It was really small. That's the one you want to look at right there. You see that one right there? It was on the watch list, LIFW, and it wasn't really moving or any action. Mondays are not always the greatest days to trade. It's always people come back from the weekend. I always say it all the time, but the fact is it is. Some people like us at our age, maybe, we don't got to get back on Monday because we don't work, so we'll take off. We'll come back on, instead of come back on Sunday, we'll come back on Monday. So people do make longer vacation weekends, all that stuff that's going on. So there wasn't a lot. Finally, the stock moved, which was like unbelievable. And you could see it right here. If you look right here, hold on, let me hide these right here for you. So it didn't do anything until 9:30. It got a little bit of a push here around 3:45. Okay. Then this is where it started. And I'm gonna see if I can can I still get it back? Let me see if I get it back here. I think I could actually, believe it or not. I think I could. Hold on, let me bring it up over here. Come back. Okay, right here. Is it? Is that it? No, that's not the one I'm looking for. It constantly got halted over and over and over again yesterday. I'm trying to find this order that I'm looking for. Oh, here it is. I found it. So if you were in the room this morning, yesterday morning, I want to bring this up. Here's level 4, okay? Do you see this little red line right here? Everybody see that little red dot right there, that long little line right there? Okay, that was at 10:15, okay? Everybody see that? Everybody watch on social media? Okay, when that happened, does anyone remember how big that order was? Anybody here remember when I called it out? Because remember, me and Josh were just goofing around yesterday. It really was not much going on out there. But does anyone remember how big that order was? I'm going to bring it over here so you can see it. Right there. 191,000. And all I said, and by the way, if you're watching on social media right now, and you want to come join our trading room, just click on that QR code or just friend us and like us. We'll get you in. But at that moment of time, that's when the stock took off. And this is where it started. That was right here. Okay. When I saw that, I said, oh my God, look, a 200,000 share buyers showed up. That's when that stock ran from 430 up to $9 like a rocket. Did not stop. Then let's just say you showed up late, okay, and maybe from different parts of the world, whatever it is, and you decide to come in at 11. It hovered. Now, if you remember in the chat, I came back and I said something. I said, hey, everybody, the stock's not moving. It's consolidating. And you know that from phase 3. Boom, that thing ran from $7 to a whopping $16. Okay. Just think about this. When was the last time you saw a stock go from 3 to 16? Okay. In 2 hours. Now, once again, there's the proof. That was from yesterday. You can go back to the recording on YouTube. And if you're on social media, you could do the same thing too. But this is why we love this job. Okay. Now, what's the sad part about it? Some of you missed it. Some of you got a little nervous. Maybe some of you beginners. That's okay. I spoke to somebody yesterday, a student yesterday. She's got some medical issues to deal with. And she was a little upset that she missed it. She had to go up. I says, don't worry about it. Traders, you've been here. I mean, Lita, you've been here. Who's been here? Charles, Christopher, Egon, all you guys here. You traders been here for a while. Kyle, Kathleen. I mean, all you traders, Laureen, all of you, you've been here for a while. You see these things. They come all the time. They happen all the time. Don't worry about it. We'll find another one. And you know what? Best thing to do, just trade a small lot of it. Just get into it. But it was a really good winner. I'm going to send out a bulk email on it. I really want to know who got it and how you did on it, because this is what we train for. That's why we're cyber traders. This is what we do here, and we find these stocks because that one stock would have paid your training course 10 times over. Okay. Now, there were a couple other stocks out there too. Okay. I want to talk about DraftKings. DraftKings also another nice mover. Now it's a little bit more on the expensive side, but it came out with some good earnings. The stock started a couple of days ago. You can see it here around 26, about 35. That one's doing pretty well. I know some of you did some swing trades on it. Now it's breaking a 52-week high. Congratulations. But some of you also benefit from the short on Dish Networks. Now it's crazy, but I remember Dish was like the best thing since sliced bread. Maybe they had the NFL ticket, Dish. This ain't working out too well. I mean, it was a great short, and this is what you learn at Cyber Trade University. It's not about the winners like the LIFW. It's about these losers. People get themselves in trouble, like with Dish Network, and they just don't know what to take a loss. You held it at 16, you're riding it down at 8. You're like, my God, I'm down 50%. I can't take a loss here. Next thing you know, 8 becomes 6, 6 becomes 3. Okay. So we're not, listen, as traders, we benefit from catastrophes like this, but this is what it's all about. It's a good short. I know some of you guys got it. And if you missed that big run up on the LIFW, don't worry about it. There was all the stocks out there to trade. So that's what you missed yesterday. Let's move on till today. Now, I know I love today. Today's Tuesday because Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday are the best, most active times to trade. We did post up a link for a lot of you up there if you're on my Twitter feed and our Instagram regarding about what's on the calendar this week on the earnings announcements. Not really that big, not a lot, okay? I think the big one everyone's probably looking at is Uber, okay? So Uber just came out with their earnings this morning, and I know Bill Ireland was hawking that thing right now, right? Unbelievable how crazy this is. Look, this is why you got to be careful. You can't trade these earnings. You could have went out there, boom, look, it was from 48 all the way down to 45, and it slingshots back up to 49. So are we going to trade Uber as a day trade? We could, but we'll see how the street reacts, because usually it takes some time before these analysts kind of look at the number and want to know what their projections on the next upcoming quarter and what the phone call is all about, what they're talking, what different is. But it's been a really good swing trade, and you guys did pretty well on that. But we'll keep an eye on that one too. But there are better ones out there that are doing pretty well. I want to start off with this one right here. I know everyone here was trading this morning, this PXMD. Now, there's the issue with the PXMD. It's getting a ladder effect, okay? A ladder effect is what you see right here. You're starting to get sellers right here starting to show up. Okay, he was out here at 720, then he came back here at 690, then he came back over here at 660, then he came back over here again at 620. He's laddering the stock down. So we saw a stock make a nice little run, from 440 up to 680. Great runner up, but now we're getting a ladder effect. Somebody's pushing it down a little bit. Now, does that mean the stock is not going to continue to go higher? Well, first of all, we learned this in class. We need to see, is that seller going to get executed? Is he going to cancel like what we saw on the LIFW when we saw that big buyer and he didn't get executed? He said, screw it. He started executing the offer, because that's basically what happened there. We'll keep an eye on that one. But that one's going on the watch list. We'll keep an eye on that one too. All right. This one was too expensive. This one's really got no movement. This one is not terrible. This OLPX. The only issue with this one too is that there was a big seller that did show up right around here. You can see that big red line right there, right around $1.87. So we got to keep an eye and see if he cancels or if if he hits the bid, whatever. But you know what? 1.4 million shares. It's cheap. You know, it's something everyone could afford to trade. Stock was a $7 stock last, beginning of last year. You know, it's made a little bit of comeback. You know what? Why not? Right? Why not? So you got OLPX. Now with I didn't really find that much out there. There were a couple other stocks too that moved, but these stocks are way too expensive. D-Dog, at $98, up 24%. Nice stock. VSME, 80,000 shares. I mean, I don't know. Maybe. So 90,000 up 13%. I got to check to see the level 4. See, if you don't have volume, we don't get volume in stock that's moving pre-market. It's hard to see if we're going to have any orders out there. And it gets very awfully thin. Yeah. See what I'm saying? I mean, you see some buyers came in just now right after 9 o'clock, but it's not as pretty as you see when you look at something like this, where you see orders all over the place because this stock traded over 1 million shares. So we could put this on the B list because I'm not really finding anything. And listen, LIFW, a lot of volume, but it was on the B list. It wasn't really moving too much. NAOV, 300,000 shares, cheap stock, spreads a little big. It was up to $1.40, dropped down to $1.10. That's pretty volatile right there for pre-market. NAOV. Let me go see what the stock is doing over here. No really big orders out there. I'm not really crazy about it. Anything else? All right, we're done there. New York Stock Exchange. We've got to hit the losers list first. Here's a stock taking a catastrophe. Oh my God, talking about getting hammered. $40 stock down to $3. I don't know if this one's coming back. You know why? Pharmaceutical. So, but we did have one last week that did come back a little bit, just a little bit. But, we'll put it on there. That thing's getting destroyed. 4 million shares. Ugh, that's terrible. Alto, this one's getting crushed, but it's coming back a little bit. Not bad. It doesn't look like a pharmaceutical stock because I just look at the name. It doesn't have any of those like biotechs or, any of those words tied to it. New York Stock Exchange. I didn't see that much going on there. Let me see if something popped up new. Snow, 150. I don't think so. Hims, Ring, losers. Any good losers? No. All right. All right. So it looks like that's pretty much what we got. Anybody else find anything that we're missing? I see something, John. What do you, the VTYX? You want me to look at it again? Yeah. I mean, listen, we know you want to pass on that one. Listen, it might come back. We'll see how it happens, but I don't. Usually, they don't come back, these pharmaceutical stocks, and usually you find out within the first 5-10 minutes. Going back a couple of years, broke all-time lows. Not a good sign. All right. Anyone here on social media? Anyone else in the room? Any other stocks out there, you guys, that we did not call out? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not a great list anyway, but listen, we had the same thing that happened yesterday. Wasn't a great list. One of them was on there, and guess what? We found the LIFW. It was awesome. All right, let's get ready for the market opened up. Now, a couple of announcements really quick. I will be at NASDAQ tomorrow, so if you want to watch that TV show and watch me on there, we'll send you guys the link to watch us. I'm actually going to be in a roundtable with a bunch of other analysts, so that's going to be fun. We also got Traders Talk today at 11 o'clock. So we will broadcast live on social media. So make sure you are subscribed to us, friend us, and you'll get that. That's one of our most popular events of the week, where we discuss some of the stocks that we trade in, some of the strategies by looking at one of our traders' journals and see what he did right and wrong. Because it's not about the winners, it's about controlling those losers. Because think about this for a second. If you were some of these other people and you jumped in LIFW and you got suckered in and you were late and you were with us early and you bought at 16, not looking too good. This is why people don't like day trading, okay? Because they got to the game too late. That's why we look at the future. So make sure you just follow what we do and follow what the trader's doing and control those losses, because that's key. Good luck, everyone. Happy trading. We'll see you about 15 minutes when the market opens up. For everybody else, we'll see you back at 11. All right? Happy trading, everyone. Be safe.